everyone! It's been a minute since I did a long-form video. I hope you liked my new intro. So today I want to talk about a few different things. First, I want to address a comment that I've gotten a few times, or a little bit more than that, on my channel. It doesn't have anything to do with veganism, and being that my channel is about promoting a vegan lifestyle, I really don't want to spend too much time on this, but I do realize that some people are curious about whether my character's voice is AI generated. And the answer is no, it's not. This is my natural voice. It's just me. Also, for the record, I do my own writing and editing, and my animated videos are not AI generated. I do have 4 non-animated videos at the time of this posting, in which I used AI-generated pictures for those. So feel free to check those out if you haven't already. The titles of those videos are The Conflict Inside, The Butcher's Secret, The Ugly Secret Exposed, and Nightmare at the Halloween Party. Also, I should mention that I do voice acting for some of the characters you see in my animated videos. However, for the kids' voices, and most of the male voices, I use text-to-speech. Although for Meathead the Manipulator, amongst others, I did the voice acting. No text-to-speech. With that said, I know some people are strongly opposed to AI and technology in general. I'm personally not opposed to using it if it's going to make things easier and help get the vegan message across. I think we should embrace newer technologies if it's going to help reach more people in order to convey the vegan message. The more animals we can save, the better. Think about it. If I didn't use text-to-speech for, say, the kids' voices, I would have to hire voice actors, which would be time-consuming and costly. So why not simplify things when need be? At any rate, I think most people who bring up AI in the comments do so to avoid having a meaningful conversation about veganism. And one final thing I want to say about AI and technology in general. As it evolves, I certainly am open down the road to using it in whatever way will make things easier if I feel it's going to benefit my channel in a positive way. I've seen other vegan channels using it, and it really seems to benefit them, and they're able to create much more content in a lot less time. So, will I become a fully automated channel? No, I don't see that happening. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get to the vegan beef. So today I want to ask my fellow vegans a question. It's probably one that you haven't heard before, and maybe one that you haven't really thought about before. The question is, are you biased towards supporting one form of vegan activism over another on social media, such as here on YouTube? To clarify, I'm not talking about preferring one type of activism over another. That's totally understandable. I'm specifically talking about, do you let your preferences for one form of activism get in the way of supporting other forms of activism on social media? For example, street activism is very popular, and everyone likes to see a good debate, as it can be very entertaining. I know I do. That's not to say street activism isn't worthwhile, because it is. And it draws in a lot of viewers, both vegan and non-vegan. Yet it's not the only form of vegan activism. Activism can be exercised in various ways, and in ways we may not think of as being activism. For instance, my channel is not a traditional way of doing activism, yet that doesn't mean that I'm not promoting the vegan lifestyle. It's just a unique, different way of doing activism. And by the way, I really appreciate everyone who supports my form of activism. With that said, I'm curious as to why some ethical vegans gravitate towards the larger vegan channels, or say even the smaller, less-known channels. If their primary objective is to promote the vegan lifestyle in order to save animals, shouldn't we be supporting any and all vegan channels? Unless, of course, it's a channel that, say, does more harm than good for the cause. And that's hard to measure without scientific studies to support that. And that brings me back to my original question. Are ethical vegans biased towards supporting one form of vegan activism over another on social media, such as here on YouTube? Shouldn't we be looking at that bigger picture? And that's not our personal bias, but rather the animals that we all want to live. That being said, vegans alone will never grow our smaller channels. It takes non-vegans to watch our videos. So shout out to the non-vegans who support my channel, or at least who watch my videos. But every like, comment, and subscriber can help grow our channels. And that's where vegans can really support each other. Grant you, we can't possibly be everywhere all the time. And I think that vegans that don't post any content or very little content and say they're primarily commenters, those are the ones who can really shine because they can be the biggest supporters of us smaller vegan channels. Okay, so I think I made my point, and I hope that all of us, including myself, challenge ourselves to think about how we can grow as vegans and better support each other. I know just because we're vegan doesn't mean we're all alike, and that's a good thing. We all have our own individual, unique personalities, and maybe a few biases that we may not even be aware of. So tell me what you think. Do you think ethical vegans put the animals first and see the bigger picture? Or do you think there's some ethical vegans out there who have some biases that they may or may not be aware of? Tell me what you think in the comments below. And for the record, I really do appreciate all of my vegan family out there. And also, I appreciate my non-vegan viewers. The respectful ones, that is. We're all human. None of us are perfect. But I think there's always room for personal growth. That's why I did this video. And thanks to everyone who took the time to watch till the end. Peace and love, fam. And until next time.